Y'all, welcome to another deep episode of
RyCanTopMyKnee.
Yes, we're gonna go very deep
No, not
today.
too deep.
Get,
Not too deep.
get it open.
Ew.
รายการต่อไปนี้
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jonathan, and we are a Boys Love podcast that talks about our favorite shows and all the press and mess around them.
That is correct. And I don't really have too much to talk about right now, other than the fact that I'm glad we were able to rest this weekend.
Yes.
Did you get some rest? Because the weekend before was a lot.
I tried to get some rest, but I'm still catching up. Still catching up.
Yeah.
There's so many shows coming out, and I need sleep, but I can't sleep and watch TV at the same time. Someone help.
They want to kill us. Thailand wants to kill us. Thailand wants to kill us.
The BL industry in general just wants us to be
They
glued
want
to the
us,
TV.
Right. Maybe we might need to take a page out of Boys Love and just do one show.
Just do one show a week. What I need to do is just
Right.
like be fluent in Thai, and then I can just watch it in the background.
Okay. And with that said, you need to get your fluency to word on the tweet.
Come on, flu. Okay, word on the tweet. Speaking of flying, tweet, y'all.
Woo. Like a bird.
I'm like a bird. All right, Revenge.
I was literally going to say that.
So Revenge Love was delayed this week. Everyone knows. I know it shook up BL World. I think we talked about it a little bit. But it came back, and they dropped an episode Friday and Saturday. And they were honestly the best episodes ever. And maybe we'll talk about it later. Maybe we won't. But
We won't, because I have not watched any of the episodes that
Kevin,
have come out yet.
what's going on?
We got a lot of
Well, this
shows.
show
We got
is
a lot of
the
shows.
number
There's
one
a show
in the
that
world
you
right
were
now.
supposed to finish with that you haven't yet, Jonathan. So, but we'll get to it later.
Hey, things happen.
We'll get to it later.
But yeah, but apparently this show, it's so good, so popular. People are low-key trying to sabotage it. The haters are trying to sabotage.
Oh, that's not great.
People are. I think it was a top-rated show on my drama list, and people started sending like hate reviews to like bring it down. I think it dropped down from like like a 8.7 to like a 8.2 or something. I don't know, but I think it was because a lot of people were comparing the show's success to The Untamed, and we all love The Untamed. I love The Untamed. So some people were like, like posting photos like 2019, everyone was so obsessed with Untamed, and now this is like 2025's Untamed level,
Yeah.
But of course, the super stans were like, how dare you compare this to The Untamed? So, I don't know. I have no issue, because I love The Untamed, and I love this show too, so.
Yeah, you can. There's a room for you to love as many shows equally as you want.
Those are two completely different shows too. Like, come on, y'all.
Gosh, people are just. I swear, the fandom around this show is exhausting.
Exhausting.
It is exhausting. Like, I said this last week, the week before that, the week
You
before.
said BetterHealth.
Every yes.
CN.
So, seriously, like, none of this is that deep. Like, if you love the show, great. Stop trying to compare it to other great shows. You don't have to in that way.
I mean, people want their
And
show
then
to be number
like,
one.
Oh, it can't be better than that
Yeah.
one. So, yeah, just love the show. And,
Or don't.
if you don't, or don't. That's it, Eat your cake or don't eat it, okay?
I want some cake.
Instead, eat someone's cake.
Hey!
Anyway.
Well, speaking of cake, we got some correction for last week. I think last week we talked about the Chris and Kurt drama from The Unknown. And I think we got it switched up. I think I got some bad sources. Come on, Instagram, feeding me lies. It wasn't Chris that made the burner account. It was Kurt. So Kurt is the one that was low-key shading Chris during all this drama.
So Chris pretty much was just minding his
Yeah, Chris was
business.
minding his neck, and apparently, all right. So let me read. So it was Kurt who was exposed for having a side account on Threads,
Mm,
where he was making disgusting hate posts about Chris, his fans, his clothing brand, his older
mm,
brother.
mm,
Um, and yeah, this goes all the way back to like 2024, apparently.
So literally from when the show started airing.
Yeah, so I guess it was like around the time of their success. Maybe Chris was a little more popular, I think, and Kurt was jealous, or I don't know. I don't. This is
That's just
crazy
so
because they've been
weird.
friends for
Be-
so long. For you to like sabotage your bro like this, your co-star.
but now you sabotage
Yeah,
yourself
you're losing your own
because
bag too because you guys were having joint fan meets. I
yeah,
don't know.
like to me that doesn't make any sense because what I I think I said this on Discord when, all of this tea started coming out because there was a little bit more that happened because Chris had a response to it, right? And I think the translation was he had, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he just decided to not feed into it
Yeah, he was like,
more than
wish him
that.
the
And he was like,
best, but that's all I gotta say on the
right,
matter. He cut it off.
right. And it's really disappointing that it seems like Kurt just couldn't wanted the spotlight to himself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're a ship, you're you're together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, like if you do a project that does not include him, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But now you have not
You're
only
in like a
tarnished
partnership.
the
Yeah.
show, which was like a big deal for both of you, now you have a reputation that you're going to go around and start saying crazy stuff about your co-stars and using different accounts and stuff. Who's going to want to work with you?
Mm-hmm.
So
Very, very
um
Bible build. Or let me not wake that up. Let me not wake that.
no, because remember Build was doing other stuff that he also shouldn't
I
have
know,
been
but he was also
doing.
bad mouthing his co-stars.
Yeah. And it's just this is just not I don't understand the rationale to why, because it's Chris would have been more than happy if you just spoke to him and said, "This is how I feel."
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Chris would have been like, "Okay, why don't we go ahead and figure out a way to make this work?" Like, there's always a better way instead of
Instead
spending
of
all your
jealousy and
energy making
resentment.
crazy
Yeah.
accounts and you got found out because Threads is new. Okay.
Yeah, it was one of those like things where it's like if you block one person, you can block all the other accounts that they've created, and that's
And now
how.
you can't,
Yeah.
but then you could.
Mm-hmm.
So, which was not that long ago.
Ooh.
Like I think they found this all out in February of
Yeah.
this year. So,
I mean, I think it
sir,
goes back to like a lot of people like fans also like support one person over the other in a
mm-hmm.
ship. Like some people are just like solo stands, and
Right.
maybe that
And
like.
if you're like that, whatever, and the thing is they because we know in Taiwan all of the BL actors happen to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like either they've been long-term friends or they're just in the same realm,
Mm-hmm.
always seeing each other. So they all know each other and at the very least they are coworkers, you know. And we know that in this industry, regardless of what country these actors are in, there's always those fans who like just favor that one person in the ship over the other for whatever reason. Like I even do that with Jung Dunk.
Oh, oh,
But
exposed,
um
exposing yourself, exposing yourself.
I don't care. Okay, but as you
I
know,
know,
I
but then
really
you're
don't.
not like going up to a fan meet and like icing the other person out of like a photo op or like a situation
Yeah,
or
I wouldn't do
bad
that.
mouthing hit
Like
online or something.
if I had to
Drop the burner account for Dunk.
Right. I'm not going to make a burner account, nothing. Like, actually, if I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it here on this podcast or on
I
Instagram. Like,
can't.
you're going to know it's coming directly from me. Like, I'm not even going to hide it. Like New York, Tiffany Pollard had said, I'm a wolf. You're going to see me coming. I'm not going to be a wolf in sheep's clothing. You're just going to see it. So, so you know what you're getting.
Anyways,
But
anyways,
anyway, my point is, what I was getting to is, you could keep some of your thoughts to yourself.
or just
Sometimes
like
not everything needs to be set out. And with
yeah.
Kurt, you know what? same thing. I wish you the best. Hopefully, you get past this. Hopefully, it sounds like maybe betterhelp.com/TW is what you might need.
Stop.
So, because this is a little out of pocket,
Use
like
the
it's doing a
code
lot.
RyCanTopMyKnee for your first month off.
But I don't understand what triggered him to get to that point. Like whatever it is, like the reaction is buck wild. Like it really is. But anyway, moving on.
Moving on. So, last piece of news we have. Well, not last piece of news. I have another thing that we can talk about. I just
Oh.
remembered the Perth Santa fan con just happened this weekend. Did you see clips,
Oh.
Kevin?
I did not see the clips, but I know you did.
They were juicy. We got
What did they do? Were they naked?
not naked, but we did get to see a lot more skin from these boys, especially Santa.
Oh, maybe I did see
Yeah,
this
these
video.
boys are
'Cause
doing
I think I saw a clip with
covers.
Santa.
Yeah.
Because his nipples were out. I think I remember.
Yeah, he was dancing
Yes.
to TD Tata, I think. And he was
And giving TT and tatas.
he was showing
yeah.
them tatas.
Oh,
And then he
Lord.
brought out like a bunch of boys. We got to see Jasper. We got Ohm on the drums. Did you see Ohm playing the drums? We posted it up on Discord if you want to see.
Yes, you did.
And what else did we got?
I think I scrolled past it.
Yeah, and then like a bunch of boys. I think Nanon was there. I think Chris was there. A bunch of boys.
Okay.
Yeah, and also this past weekend we also got the Dow Off Road, their own little concert.
Now
happen.
that I watched.
Now that was.
I mean, I didn't see the
ooh.
whole concert, but I saw the
You
clips.
saw the clips of that.
and that was great.
We love to see a
That was
couple
nice.
succeed. We love to see a gay
We
couple
love to see
succeed.
it. And know what? I said this to somebody in a DM.
Mm-hmm.
And out of all the BL actors that do their singing and dancing and all of that, Dow Off-Road is the only ship that I want to see them do that. Because
they
they're
came
good
into the
at it.
industry to be musicians first, to be artists first, you know?
Correct. And they actually, it just is good. And Dow he knows how to command the stage. Okay. Like, let's be serious. And Off-Road is going to follow his lead. So it's just going to be great. Like, you're going to go in and get a great performance from these two. Unlike everyone else, it depends on the
Where
day. It's
singing
like
and
me
dancing
doing-
is your like fourth, priority, your fourth skill.
It's like with me. It's like if I'm one day karaoke is good, another day it's bad.
Hey. I mean, but Perth was keeping up today. I mean, not today, this weekend.
Oh, he
Perth
was?
Yeah, he was dancing. He
Well,
did a little.
Perth do I want to say after Love by Chance and before he got into GMMTV, didn't he do a little bit of like music, like because he wasn't really doing a lot of acting, but he was trying to get his music career together, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was just in the realm of like, we all sing, so we all have a riser deal,
Mm-hmm.
But
I think it was with a different company. Like I think it was all
Well, he's with
before
Riser now.
GMMTV, but after Love by Chance.
I'm not sure. Maybe. Let's go look up his
Yeah.
music. Let's go look up.
Because that's what I thought he was doing a little bit. I don't know if it got popular or
Yeah.
not because I didn't care to listen to it. But, I think, for a while he was doing that. So he might have been able to focus on being trained musically, unlike with a lot of these boys.
Ooh,
The
say
training
their
comes
name.
as
Say their
comes as an additive to their workshopping for acting.
It's all in
know.
in the initial contract. Singing,
Right.
dancing, and acting,
Right, but it's the acting comes first.
but they all know how to put on
And
a
the
good
singing-
show at least. Like you're never gonna be bored at any of these GMMTV fan
Right,
cons.
you're either going to enjoy it because it's great, or you're going to enjoy it because you're laughing.
because the boys are great and they look great.
Yeah, at least, well, many of them do.
Ooh. Anyways, okay, last piece of news. This is from Kevin himself. Take it away, Kevin.
Oh, it is from me. So, anywho, one new show that everybody has been talking about, but Jonathan, is Soulmate, which will be a BL made for Netflix
Mm-hmm.
coming out next month. It was finally announced that it is coming out next month for sure. Now, the exact date next month, we still have not heard. But for y'all who are not familiar, Soulmate is going to feature Ok Taecyeon, who is a veteran actor and also from the boy group 2PM.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to see that. And he is paired with Japanese actor. Oh my gosh, hold on.
His
Almost forgot his
name's
name.
Osomura Hayata.
Right. And he
Hayato.
was in Alice in Borderland, which
Oh, he
anyone
is.
who, yeah, Alice in Borderland, baby. Okay, that's a
Baby.
great show. That was a made for Netflix series. And I think season 3 of that is coming out this year as well.
Ah. Oh, it's on
So
season 3 already. Damn.
yeah, season 1 and season 2 are really good. I don't know what season 3 will be
Is
like,
Keita
but
still in the show from Cherry Magic?
you need to watch the show.
Oh.
Like watch season 1 and then you will know.
Oh. Because it's
And
one
I'm
of
just
those
gonna say
shows. It's
that.
very like, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
bodies
so
dropping
I would
left and
say that.
right.
Right. So anywho,
Anywho.
this show would be Soulmate will be 8 episodes that
Mm-hmm.
we know. And what it's supposed to focus on from what I remember when they announced the show like last year is it'll be pretty much about a long distance relationship,
Mm.
but they're also going to be filming in different parts of the world.
Okay.
So allegedly, some of it is going to be done in Europe, some of it is going to be done in Japan. And it's kind of like
You think it's a Japanese BL first, or is it like what's it going through? I
I
think it's a
think it's
Japanese
going to
BL.
be I think it's a Japanese BL. Oh, and also
But do
some of
you,
it is going to be filmed in Seoul.
I see.
And it's about a 10-year long love story between two young men.
Mm.
Um, and it starts with Narutaki Ryu, who left everything behind in Japan to save a boxer named Hwang Jo-han in a foreign land.
Ooh, so maybe we're gonna see them both speak Japanese, or it's gonna be like a weird like we're both speaking our native
Or
languages,
hopefully they
or
speak to each other in
that's
English.
even weirder though.
That's not too weird because if one of them only speaks Korean and the other one speaks Japanese, it would make more sense that they speak the language that they have in common.
They speak in body language. That's what they're gonna speak. Hey,
This is what I'm
hey.
hoping for the show. And actually, anyone who listens to this, go into Discord or also comment on Instagram and tell us, or on YouTube, wherever you're listening, tell us what your expectations are from this show. Because personally, I want to see sweet cheek booty
Oh
meat.
my god.
That's all I care
I want to
about
see Love in the
because
Big City level production. I want to see
I want to see that, and I think we
men
are going to get
men
that. I do
kissing.
think we're going to get that.
Yes.
I want to see them kiss. I don't. Now, I will say this: Ok Taecyeon is engaged.
And that ain't no problem. I
That
hope
right
his
because
fiance loves the show too.
yeah, because he is engaged. Okay, I will tell you that. And similarly to what's his name from Lost in the Woods
Hmm.
is also engaged.
I mean, we didn't get
So
anything out of that show.
we really didn't. It was like it was like ship sailing in the night.
Yeah,
Passing in the night.
that was for the arts,
Um,
not for the.
and that ship I think has sailed because I don't think they're going to do anything else together at this
That was
point.
a
But
play
that's just my
production.
opinion.
That was theater. That was purely
Very
theater.
beautifully
Yeah.
done. I loved it. But okay, now we're trailing off. Let's
Anyways,
get to our shows of the week. Okay, Jonathan, what is your show this week? I should have known. I should already know this.
I want to
shouldn't even
say
ask you this
Revenge
question.
Love.
Of
This
course
show's
you
so
would.
good, Kevin.
I know it is a great show.
It's so
It is
good.
fantastic.
There
So
is
don't say
crack
too much
cocaine
because
in this show.
I
I am.
have not watched the 4 episodes yet. So don't say too
Wait,
much.
so what was the last thing you saw? So I don't spoil anything.
It must have been episode 10 because 11, 12, and 13 and 14 came out this
No,
weekend.
just 11,
so
12
I was
came
caught
out.
up. Huh?
Just 11, 12 came out.
I thought
Tomorrow is
well,
13 and Tuesday is 14.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. So I'm up to 11, 10. I have 10,
Okay,
not
got it,
11, 10, 10.
So the last thing you
yeah.
saw was yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're all like y'all need to smash. Yeah,
Right.
this show was so good. I just love
It's really good.
all the characters. I love the back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I love this like straight man that's like I'm not gay, or I
Mm.
can't believe I can't believe I'm a bottom. What's going on? Like,
Listen, you know what? I would tell you a little
ooh,
secret. Now it's not going to be a secret anymore.
the
Um,
whole world gonna
so
know
I'm going to
now.
make it I'm going to make it a half secret. I know several straight men who have come to me and have told me that they want their prostate played with.
Yo, this is too much for the pod.
Listen, every every person who has a penis,
Uh
okay,
huh.
more than likely has a prostate. And most people who have a prostate can get great stimulation from it. Another little half secret. A friend of mine that's a girl who really wants to peg
Mm-hmm.
like her
I
husband.
can't.
Same reason, because she knows that if she pegs him, that let's just say there'll be a lot of things will get very wet.
Anyways, this show
So
is so good.
so
This show
hey, of
is not
course,
about.
my point is if you are a straight guy who turns into, or you have
You
always
said
identified
nobody's
as straight
straight.
and then you turn
Nobody's.
into a bottom, it makes a lot of sense to
Well, didn't
me.
this show try to make like a metaphor of like if you bend something, can it bend back? Remember, he was like saying, showing the like rose, and like if you bend the rose, can it bend back? Um, and he was like looking like for medical terms of like something that can bend back, and I'm like, and not everything's so black and white. You can be
No, it's
bi.
not.
Like there's
You could
bisexuals
be
in the
bi,
world.
or you know
You're
what, you
not just
could just
gay.
like this one person, or maybe you just really like your prostate
Yeah, or
stimulated.
you can be, and all the above, all the above.
Or all the above.
Like I
Right.
don't know. Yeah, you can be pan. You can just like Chichen because you just the first man you ever loved. Not in the whole I only love you. I don't care you're a man. I only love that.
Right. That's a little too
That's a little too
weird,
old
but
BL for me.
and
But
too old BL. But yeah, we need to get out of this binary thinking, and that's something that everyone needs to go into that kind of practice,
mm-hmm.
because like you said, everything is not black and white. Like you're going to like different things because you are you're going to like it because it feels good to you. It makes
Emphasis
sense
on
for
the feel
you.
good. No.
Right. In this case, right. Because, hey,
Hey.
like I said, he probably never had that prostate touched.
and
And the moment
and
he
you will
did,
see
he
in the
lost
next
his
two
mind and he lost
episodes.
his milk.
You're gonna
Yeah.
see
Oh,
whether ill. You can see whether he lost his milk or not. Ew. That's nasty to say. Anyway, what is your show of the week, Kevin?
my show this week, I'm going to give it to Bangkok Boy, the Bangkok Boy,
Mm-hmm.
mainly because
No spoilers.
it ended. I'm not spoiling anything, but I will tell you
Mm-hmm.
this. That last episode, compared to a lot of Thai BLs we watched, was actually pretty
I
good.
know this show is a
There
10 out
were
of 10.
so
Like I haven't even finished it, and I know it's like this show is really good.
because I will say the last few episodes up to the last episode were kind of like, okay, like they weren't floundering, but I was like, okay, I think I need a little bit more. And
Mm-hmm.
then the last episode delivered. There were
Deliver.
a lot of twists and turns,
Mm.
and there are some things that were very unexpected, even for me. Like there were certain things that I knew I was expecting to come up, but the way they came up were different from what I was expecting. So
Very cryptic, very
anyway, I'm not going
general,
to spoil.
but
Very general. I'm not going to spoil it. If you have not watched the show,
please do.
get your life
Please
and
do.
get into it. That and Revenge Love, and also the ABO Desire, like all of
All
them.
of them. Like
Get your
these are
life.
top shows right now for a reason.
Get your
Like
life.
step away
Yes.
from GMM TV, please. There's
Well, the only one on GMM that's currently great to watch as a BL is The X Morning, because it is pretty good, and it actually ends next week. But we'll talk about that next week. So, um, anywho, we do want to talk about a show that just ended, but we'll be very quick with it.
will we?
Yes. So the show that just ended is Depth of Field. We're gonna talk about it more in a little bit, but that's it.
Well, we'll talk about it in like another minute. All right. So
In another minute or so. But that's what just
you
ended.
should have
Like, there's
switched
not
these
too much to
around
go into it. We're gonna give a deep dive about it and get
in
into
like
it
two
in a little
minutes.
bit, in like 2 minutes. But it is
A show that just ended.
It is a show
And
that
also
just
Knockout
ended.
Boys, if you have
That
VIP.
right. So, but really, it ends next week for everybody. So
If
we'll
you
talk about
free.
that more next
Yeah.
week. Right. So, with that said, we got new shows to talk about, and that's going to
God,
take a little bit of
Lord,
time. A little
God.
bit of time. So, Jonathan,
I don't need any new shows. Can we have a week
we
without new
have
shows?
three.
Damn.
We have three new shows, and one of them is from GMM So, but the first one we're going to talk about is Secret Lover, which is a Taiwanese BL that actually comes out on July 22nd. Today, for those who are listening to the podcast, and this is a Tuesday show that will be available on Gaga Ulala and YouTube. Now, pretty much from what I kind of breezed over the synopsis, the title pretty much explains what the show is about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So somebody hoeing. That's all you need to know.
Poetry
Somebody is
afoot.
hoeing.
Poetry.
Poetry is afoot. Okay. Um, the next show, which I just found this out literally earlier
What is
today,
this?
and I'm concerned, Jonathan.
I'm scared for this
concerned because
name.
I saw the name, then I saw the poster, and then I read the synopsis, and I was like, I have a feeling this might be a show that I might skip, but we'll see. It is called Dog Bro.
Hell no.
It actually.
Hell no.
What up, dog, bro? What up,
What up,
dog?
dog? Bro?
Woof woof.
Oh no.
So this show comes out July 27th. It is a Sunday show, and it will be available to watch on YouTube. The ship is new. I've not heard of the ship before. I think they're Mean Kong is the name of the ship.
Mean Kong.
Yeah, like hold on. Let me pull this back up.
Sky
I could have
Kong.
said this. Sky Kong. Woo, sorry.
The characters' names
Sky's
are
character is
Mean and
Mean
Dun.
and Ton. Yeah. So I at first was like they look familiar, and then I looked at their history. I was like, oh, I've never seen. They haven't been in anything.
Yeah, new boys,
So
young boys.
before this, so this is new. I was trying to figure out who produced it. I'm really hoping it's not M-Flow, because if it is, we know it's going to be a mess. So, or it's going to be dry. But it's another university BL. It has something to do with dogs, Nong P, whatever.
I have no idea what this is
Yeah.
about, but yeah.
Yeah. I read the synopsis, and I'm still like not 100% sure what it's about. But the interesting thing is it's allegedly in the same universe as Doctor's Mind,
What?
which just came out like not too long ago. So it's
Not
like
too long
this
ago
is
today.
weird. Right, today, as in when we're recording.
Yeah.
So what's interesting is you have two shows in the same universe that are airing around the same time, but I don't think they're produced by the same company.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is gonna be very interesting. Let's see if I watch it or not. I'm more than likely gonna watch Doctor's Mind. Dog Bro.
Dog bro.
We'll see.
Put the dog down. Anyway.
Yeah. The kennel. And last but not least is My Magic Prophecy, which
The new Jimmy C show.
Yes, this is the Jimmy C show. It comes out also on Sunday, July 27th. It is a Sunday show that will be available only on YouTube.
Really?
Which
It's on
is
YouTube.
interesting.
All right.
Yeah, so probably what's going to happen is it's going to run on YouTube, and then as soon as the run is over,
Boom.
they're going to put it on Viki or iQIYI.
Boom.
That's probably
Yep.
what's going to happen.
Yep.
So, but I'm looking forward to the show,
I'm not,
especially
but-
since, listen.
I don't like the
you know what?
premise, but maybe I'll like it. I'll watch the first episode for sure. But
Right, and you know what? I really want to see Jimmy C in the U.S. again and not go to L.A.
I would see them if they come to New York. Yes.
Right, I would prefer they don't go to L.A. I think we would even if they were to go to Chicago, we'll probably go. L.A. is just a lot. Like from New York, for y'all who don't understand how big the U.S. is, because I will say
From here to LA
lot-
is almost the same time as us to like the UK.
Yeah, almost. Because from here to LA it's a 6-hour flight, like roughly. From here to London is 8 hours. So already tells you like it's far as hell.
Mhm.
It's like, and it just takes a lot of planning. And LA is also almost as expensive as New York. So, and then you also have to get a car. There's just a lot that you got to do. But if they
Three
do it in New
much.
York or somewhere here on the East Coast, like in the
Mm-hmm.
Northeast Corridor or Chicago, we could do
Let's
it.
get on it. Come on, Smooth
Right.
Groove,
Or
Chicago.
even do it in Toronto. Like we'll go to Canada because Toronto is even a shorter flight like to from here than Chicago
That's a lot of
is.
flight money to go to. Everyone's going to Toronto for it. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I
take
mean,
just East Coast, please, please.
yeah, somewhere east of the Mississippi River. So one of those. We might even go to Mexico for them. We should have done that. But anyway, I really want to support Jimmy C. I want them to come here, and I'm hoping that this show is actually good. A lot of people liked Last Twilight. Actually, I think that
A
was
lot of
the
people loved
better
Last
of their
Twilight. Vice
shows.
Versa was really good
Yeah,
too. It dragged, but
it
it was high
dragged.
production. I did really like that show too.
Yeah, it did drag. That was my issue with Vice Versa. I like the My Sky from Vice Versa
Not the
more
My
than the
Sky, the
actual
Our Sky.
show. Our Sky, My Sky, Our Sky,
He,
Somebody's
she, we Sky,
Sky,
Coon
We
Sky.
Sky, Coon Sky, series review, depth of field. Let's get into it. And
Yes.
that's in the sky now.
Boy. Anyways.
Um, so in the last episode of Depth of Field, someone went in deep and found a field.
What?
So, so let's get into the series and let's see if they got real deep. Jonathan, can you tell us the synopsis of the show?
Oh, okay. I'll try. Okay, synopsis time.
Mm.
High school student Hayakawa has given up his beloved music and closed his heart due to a past incident. Sometimes, to fill that void, he sleeps with anyone. But
Oh,
one day, when he is still not satisfied and is overcome with a suffocating pain, Hayakawa heads to the roof of the school building. In this deserted place where the sky and the sea blend beautifully together, he's able to
mm.
naturally hum the music he thought he had abandoned. On the roof, he meets his classmate, Kono. Hayakawa is strongly
Wait.
attracted to Kono, who is unsociable but faces his beloved camera head on. However, at the same time,
Mm.
he compares himself to Kono, who is completely unwavering in his favorite things and dreams, and he begins to feel helplessly, jealously, and
Mm.
what is this? And inferiority? Come on, my drama
J-
list. This is worded a little weird. Hayakawa, overwhelmed by his complicated emotion, blurts out his uncontrollable feelings, and since that day, the relationship has changed from friendship to something else.
Oh,
And
something
that told
else,
you the whole
something
story, really.
else,
Um,
something else, and something wet. It did. It
hey, there was
changed.
nothing wet, but this show, it was very short. It was 6 episodes.
Yes.
I really wanted more. I felt like, um, I felt like I didn't get enough of Kono's character. I didn't know him enough. I don't know his struggles. I don't
Mm.
know his true feelings. We only had like an episode and a half to really get to know him towards the end,
Yeah.
and I feel like I still don't know him. He doesn't talk as
Um.
much. He barely has dialogue.
He doesn't talk as much. And also I think that was intentional because this is the way I view this show. And I actually really like the show. And I love a show that just
I
gets
like
to
the
the
show too. The
point.
music is sweet. It's beautifully
The music
shot.
is
Like
sweet.
Japan, it's hard for Japan
Yeah,
to make a flop.
right. I mean, I think we have seen a flop from Japan, but not any that has flopped as hard as some of the ones we've seen from Thailand. But
It's a whole different area of flop. Like
right,
their
right,
flop is still like a success in Thailand.
right, exactly. So I love how I think as the audience
Mm-hmm.
were meant to experience Kono the same way that
Hayakawa did.
Hayakawa would, right. Because remember, Hayakawa ran off at a certain part when after he made this big confession on the rooftop
I
and
mean, I
then
would
took
too.
it back. I mean, he didn't give Kono a chance to answer. So only thing we could look at from Kono is his actions, right? And that's the part like you can't really listen to anything he's saying. You really have to pay attention to the way he responds with his body language.
Even then, like
And
it's not like this dude ran away. He confessed himself. You gave him like a weird like, oh really? And
Yeah, but then you could tell on his face he had more to say.
he had
And
plenty of time to say it. He let this
no,
boy
you didn't have that much
graduate.
time to say it because this boy left
He
and
just never went
then
to the rooftop
kind of
again, but you could have saw him again. I don't. It's crazy how they just didn't talk for another 3 years. Like you finished the year of high school, not talking, and then you just
well,
kind of
they were
ghost each
that was
other.
their final year of high school, and it was final exams for them to graduate,
Yeah.
and so they only had like a couple months left, and then they went
Come on,
away.
you've been to this boy's house before. Like I don't
Yeah, and
know.
I feel as if I see it as this:
Hmm.
if someone confesses to me and then takes it back and then pretty much scurries away, and then I wanted to respond and they didn't allow me to respond. Like they didn't give me that space to do it. I mean, could I go to their house? Sure. But then now it's like things are awkward because it's like, well, did you really mean what you said? Did you not mean it? And also you have to remember
You
at the
did
time they
mean
were
it.
like 18.
I know, but I just
So
feel like
so yeah, and high school kids, like them processing stuff is always going to be like way more heightened than us who are like older millennials where we've been through that. We know how to process things
hmm
now.
Kono just gave off the energy of like a more mature, more sure of himself person. But then I guess you
Right.
find out that he really wasn't really sure. He was honest with his own
No.
feelings, but he still was discovering himself, and that's why later on you see
Mm-hmm.
when he's talking with the photographer and those two photographers,
Mm-hmm.
and the other photographer's like talking about his own sexuality, being like, if I like a man, then I like a man. If I like a woman, I like a woman. It doesn't
Right.
matter. I don't care about the label. I don't care about.
Mm-hmm.
And
Low key, that man was low key hitting on
oh,
Kono.
for
Didn't
sure,
you
he said,
think
"Let me
so?
date you."
Yeah.
And Kono was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know. It doesn't have to be so black and white like that. That you can just love so openly."
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, I didn't know either, Kono, because you don't tell us much about yourself.
Right. Right.
So I didn't
It's
know you
more
were
of like with
so
him, you're figuring it out.
confused.
He's that mysterious, good looking guy in high school that you're attracted to him because you don't know things and you want to know more. But then you also know he's not going to tell you too much. So you get a little closer, hoping like maybe I might be the one that he opens up to, you
I
know?
hope so. The weird thing about this show is there was a lot of like unconsensual like kissing and some
From Hayakawa,
Hayakawa, yeah,
he's impulsive,
very
and that's the
impulsive.
difference is Kono is not. And I think also if somebody has done this to me twice, like there was a time this man was trying to sleep with
That's what I
me,
mean. Like this man likes you,
like,
so why are you so confused when he confesses and he
w-
gets scared because you give him like a weird
well,
look?
you don't know if it's kind of, well, also you caught this man getting a blowy by some girl.
Very much that.
Yeah, like there's just also Hayakawa, even though there's a lot of, he's pretty open about certain things, he's not very open about certain things. So then you're sitting there like, well,
The fact that he like doesn't photograph people and only does like environments, but the only person he has photographed has been Hayakawa. Um,
right. So that already tells you that, okay, Kono likes Hayakawa
he
more
just
than a
didn't know
friend,
how
or
to.
is at least very fond of
Yeah,
him. Yeah, and Hayakawa, we know he likes Kono, but the way he kind of does things was non-consensual.
it's very
So
nothing
that
or
it's,
all in.
yeah, and it's like, it's a little weird, It's like, sir,
I
like, of
know.
course things are going to be awkward between them,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not going to be really, ugh,
It was. I
yeah.
wanted
It,
more
it was, it was
communication. I wanted
mess.
more communication, but I love the actor that played Hayakawa. Like this man is
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. I think he's so pretty. I love
And I
him.
think the guy that plays Kono is really
So
gorgeous.
boom, we get a boy each. You get Kono.
Yeah, because I mean, I love, like, there's something about his face. I
Mm.
think it's the height and the face, and there's just something about it. Even the hairstyle, because a lot of these Japanese hairstyles I don't really care
Oh.
for, but in this case, it worked for him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. Like, I think they both were really good
They're
looking.
both.
Don't get me wrong, which
Yeah.
we know in Japanese BLs, this doesn't happen
Ooh,
very often.
ooh, ooh.
Like, it's usually one or neither of them.
Somebody hit. Somebody.
Somebody is.
But the actor that plays Hayakawa, Usa Takuma, he is gorgeous and he's so
He's really
pretty.
pretty, and he
He's a
has
pretty
really nice. He has like
crier.
these very big, expressive
Yes, his
eyes and
pretty
all of
lips.
that.
I love him.
Yes,
I love him.
Yeah, I mean, both of them are really good looking, and I love that. Overall, I love that the show was quick, especially
I wanted
considering we
more
got way too
episodes. I
many
didn't want it to be
shows.
quick. I wanted to hear
Well,
more
I have a
music
feeling.
too. I wanted the band sang the OST to the
Hmm.
show,
Uh huh.
and I wanted more. I don't know.
I am curious if they're going to do a season two.
mm.
I wouldn't be
It
surprised
kind of
because we've
left
seen
off
this.
kind of weird, right?
Yeah,
It was
because
a
we
little
know
rushed.
that they're together, but there's room for them to do a season two.
Because Kono was supposed
Um,
to go to New York, and
right.
they
And
just
now
kind of
we don't know, is he going to go
did
to
he
New
go to New
York? Or is
York?
right. Yeah, we don't know. I'm hoping that he does, and I'm hoping that brings a lot of tension into their relationship, but we
Or I hope
won't
he
really
stays.
know. Yeah, we won't know. Um, what was your favorite episode?
My favorite episode was probably I liked huh. It's hard to say. I like little bits of certain episodes. Like this
Mm,
finale, I loved their conversation at the end. I loved when
yes.
like how Hayaka was like crying and he's like
Oh my
and
gosh.
that line that he says that I wrote in Discord, that line that he says where he's like um what did he say? I want to make up for the 3 years. I
Yes,
want
I
three
want to make
years.
up for the 3 years. I want to make up for the time you're going to be in New York.
Yeah, he's
Like, he
like, I
was trying to
want three
get
years
everything.
worth of kisses that we lost. And I was
Right.
like, yes.
And he got more than that because they woke up the next day naked in bed.
Naked. I
Naked.
liked that scene.
Naked.
I liked the scene when Kono is like watching him sing on stage and he's like in
Mm.
awe and he just like snaps a photo slowly. That was beautiful.
It was
And
it
yeah.
was just I just loved that episode 6 was good. I loved episode 5 as well.
hmm
That was my other favorite one. Um I loved how
And then you love the blowjob scene in episode.
I didn't really care for that. I was just kind of shook.
I was shook
I
too.
was
I was
just
like,
shook. I was like, huh? I was like, in high school, in the science lab? Is
literally.
this Degrassi? What is going on? But episode 5 was probably one of my favorites as well because they finally reconnected with each other
hmm
after years of not seeing each other. And you could
And
tell
they're both
there was a lot
living
of tension there.
authentically.
Right. Living them authentically as themselves. And you know what? Sometimes, too, one thing I,
You need
I,
time
I
to grow
want to
up.
say about this show, right. You need time to grow up. And sometimes, even though the love is there, maybe you need space
It's just
away
not
to
gonna work in
really
high
test
school.
how. Right. Yes. And you know what? There is a YouTuber that I follow, Pink Mango, because Pink Mango does confessions and they're hilarious because the stuff people send in are bananas. I'll send it
Are
to you later.
juicy.
Oh, they're a mess. People are wild, but I'll send it to you later. But she has a rule saying, do not date anybody while you're in middle school or high school. After you finish that, then date people. And low key, I kind of agree
Um,
because um that you have to get to a point where you're very sure of yourself in order to invite someone else to be a part of your life. You know what I
I guess
mean?
as a serious
And
relationship, yes, but
yeah, if you want
I
something
feel like
serious. Now, if you
people
just
need.
playing around
I think
and
you need that foundation of like a little crush, a little fling, a little high school
I
something.
mean, I had a crush, not a fling in high school.
I know, but that's why I think like there's a whole conversation about like gays are on like a
Yeah,
separate
I think a lot of
timeline.
gays,
So
especially
like
depending on
yeah,
when
when you came
you're
out, that you're like
right.
your first couple of relationships are terrible because you're still going through that, high
Mhm.
school, like your first time with everything. So you're
Yeah.
bound to like fuck it up or like
Mhm.
not take it seriously. And straight
Right.
people
Unless
have
you're
like
watching
10
everyone
years
else's
of
relationships before you get into one and then you see
yeah.
where people messed up and you learn from
But it's
that.
still like a whole different ballgame when you're in the playing field,
Right.
but
It is different. So yeah, but I will say I love to see that because then, that confirmed like these two really do love each
yeah,
other.
the feelings are
But now
real
they gotta navigate all this other stuff because it's been
cuz
years,
now
you know.
life will get in the way, but
Right.
what would you rate this,
Right.
Kevin?
Um, I'm actually gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of
It was
10.
really
All
good.
right. I give it a
8 out of
7. I give
10.
it a 7.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
cuz I
I
really wanted
really
more.
I think the number of episodes was fine and what I expected because Japan, they always keep them pretty quick. However, there's another show that we're watching that
That you're
came out
watching.
a couple weeks ago. You're watching it
Who
too,
said that? Who
Jonathan.
said that?
Me. So it is oh
The
gosh,
10
why
things
can
I
I
want
not
to do before I turn 40. I
yes,
still haven't
correct.
touched
Which
it, but
you need to touch it. You need to touch it like you're touching
I still
syringe.
need to finish Ball Boys. I still need to finish 50 other
Ball
things.
Boys, Ball Boy is almost over. There's only one more episode left. It's almost done. You can do it. I
I
promise.
still need to finish My Stubborn, y'all. I'm so sorry.
I that I don't understand how you've not finished that.
You know what I did
How
finish?
did our friend Liz finish it? And shout out to you, Liz.
Okay, but
Hey,
Liz is only
boo.
watching like 2 things right now. Liz isn't watching 13.
But
My
also,
drama list is
My Stubborn is
disgusting.
not even that. Is a show that you could literally step away from while it's playing, and you'll still get the gist when you come back.
My drama list is crazy right now. It's the scroll is crazy.
You can finish My Stubborn. Anyway, I think we love this show. We wrapped it
Wrapped
up.
it up in a cute little.
I do want to
deep
open the
bow.
vault. Yes, I'm gonna open the vault right quick before we go.
Another hole.
So not a hole. No, holes are closed.
The vault is closed, and you just open.
The vault is open though, but holes are
hole is
closed.
open.
So a la end of Chris Kurt, because that's not going to be a thing anymore.
Rip.
Based on the way Kurt's been acting, and kind of thinking of Bangkok Boys, I thought of the fight scenes in Unknown. And then I thought about why. Remember the gang leader that was in that? Because I low-key forgot that there was this whole other storyline that involved like this organized crime thing in the Unknown.
Yeah, because
you
they
know,
were poor and they were. He was like living.
poor and orphaned.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
just trying to support his little sister, and so he joined this gang to kind of get
Yes.
money, and that
And he was like a runner.
yeah, he left it eventually after he adopted Kurt's character.
Yes. Kurt's character, which is
Yuan.
Ji-Yuan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ji-Yuan's name was changed by the gang leader from Xiao Yuan. And then I learned that Xiao Yuan, and I could be pronouncing this wrong, so our Mandarin speaking listeners, get into it
Steve
and
will
tell us
drag you, yes.
That's fine, because Steven drag everybody,
Ooh.
so I'm used to him dragging folk. But I will say I will say that apparently it means something like far from like it loosely translates to a shady term that kind of means like orphan, like his
I
previous
think they
name.
explained it in the show too. Like he named it
Right.
specifically for something.
Yeah, and then it was changed. So then because he got a family, and he picked up the family name Wei. So his name was Ji Yuan, so or something like that. So, but yeah, I thought about that, and I was like, that's it's really sad that Chris.
Then in real life, the brotherhood is gone.
The brotherhood is gone, but this one is like there was such a tenderness to it, and now that tenderness is untendered, untendered. So, Anywho, well, that is it for this episode of Ride Can Top My Knee. Knock my knees out like a Bangkok boy.
Hey, and knees were knocked in that show in all senses of the way.
Knees and boots
and paintings and
holes
Hey!
and
I hope the ride
Holes
in
and
your
poles.
life sings into that hole.
Oh,
Sings into that knee. Who said hole? I didn't say that.
Oh my, yes you did.
I said
Anyway,
okay.
yeah, bye. Go
And
into
your
a
milk,
hole.
and
Bye
your
bye.
milk. Bye.
Yeah, bye.